Woo!
Attention, Wild Nation!
To be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo, right here, I'm the man. Woo!
If you can't say something entertaining, then shut the hell up!
Wrestling on weed.
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 Wrestling on weed. Subscribe today. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem.
It's time for the Blunt Ratings. If this is your first time tuning in, this is how the Blunt Ratings work. We take each show and break them down into 5 categories: matches, promos and backstage segments, storytelling, commentary, and the crowd. For each category, each show can get up to 5 blunts. The average score of those 5 categories stands as the official Blunt Rating. Those are the rules. Now let's get right into tonight's edition of the Blunt Ratings.
We want the smoke.
Talk to him.
We want the smoke. We want the smoke.
Come on, Charles.
We want the smoke, ayy. We want the smoke, ayy. We want the smoke. Wild Nation, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. HD, in the building one time. Oh, let me turn my ISO up, man. My camera all dark and shit. Let me get that. Blast that a little bit. What's going on, Wild Nation? It's your boy. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You already know what it is, all the YouTube stuff, man. We got to get through this episode of Raw because it's 3 hours. I got a kid in there sleeping. He can wake up in any minute. So we got to get through this long show. There was a lot of stuff that happened on last night's edition of Monday Night Raw. If you watched it, you saw an okay show. That's the best I can give it. There was parts of it that were amazing. And then there was parts of it that were like, what the fuck am I watching right now? What just happened? But we're going to talk about all of it. The show came from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania last night in the PPG Paints Arena. We had, I'll talk about the crowd later. We'll talk about that later. What we have to start the show. To start the show, they talked about how Kurt Angle was going to be there, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Then we saw Dakota Kai well, no, we didn't see Dakota Kai. I'm about to say that. AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler come to the ring, and they're about to have a tag team match against a team who's been, I think this is the second week in a row that they started Monday Night Raw. The Judgment Day came out with their fire entrance. Their entrance is fire. I got to give them that. At least the entrance is good, at least as far as the visuals and everything on TV. Yeah, so they came out. They had a match against Judgment Day. And not Rhea Ripley. It was the it was the two men of Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest, going up against AJ and Dolph. And it's a good match, man. Match lasted like 7-8 10 minutes. I don't know. Some around there. It didn't go past 10 minutes, it don't feel like. But all these guys can wrestle, man. It was a good match. Like, it's good to see Finn Balor and AJ Styles in the same ring. I wish they were an actual tag team. That would make me way happier than seeing Finn teamed up with Damian Priest, which honestly makes no sense other than the story that they put together. But, you know, AJ Styles and Finn Balor is a tag team you could have together for a couple, a few years and have the club and do all, do all the history they have together. It just makes a lot more sense. But anyways, this match was cool, man. Priest and Styles were going at it for a minute. You had Finn and Ziggler going at it for a minute, but I don't think anybody really believed that Ziggler and AJ Styles were about to beat the Judgment Day going into a pay-per-view. That would just be stupid. So they did end up letting Priest hit the reckoning on Dolph. It was a good match. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, all these dudes could wrestle. You'd be pretty hard pressed to get these dudes to have a bad match. But it was more about the angle that happened after the match and everything that happened after that with Judgment Day and all that. Because after the match, after Damian Priest got the dub, they were about to concerto. Were they about to concerto somebody? I can't quite remember, but anyways, they were leaving. I don't think they were about to concerto anybody. That was later on. But they were leaving, and all of a sudden they cut to the back and they show a truck pulling in, and it's Edge. And Judgment Day is still standing on the ramp, and they're showing it on the big screen, so Judgment Day could see Edge pulling into the building. So they make a U-turn, go back to the ring, and then we went to commercial, which was really weird. But it was an odd place commercial, but whatever. They came back and Edge came to the ring. They called him out. They were like, Edge, you're here. Bring your ass out here, blah, blah, blah. And he came out by himself, apparently, but that actually wasn't the case, because after he made fun of Judgment Day for how they look, because we're still doing that in 2022, and also making fun of, I don't know why he said we both wear the pants in the relationship. It's 2022. Stop being a caveman. I don't know why people try to like push their theories on life on people so hard. I mean, everybody's not trying to wear the pants, Edge. Some people like wearing dresses. You know what I mean? So if a woman wants to wear the dress in the relationship, she's allowed. So, and the dude that's with her isn't a caveman, and she's not a cave woman. Like, y'all, everybody pushing their agendas on and what they think relationships should be on other people, because this whole new age shit, I don't know. It felt like he was trying to get political for a minute. And I was just like, man, he turning heel. Because I'm about to stop liking him if he about to start doing this shit. And it was right after he made fun of how somebody looks. Like, how you gonna make fun of how they look and then also try to get on the high horse and virtue signal and shit? That ain't make no sense. But anyways, Edge got on the ring apron and was like, I didn't come alone this time. And that's when the Mysterios, Dom and Ray, jumped into the ring with kendo sticks and beat the shit out of the Judgment Day, got them up out of there. Rhea Ripley then used her magical, mystical powers that she has over Dom. Hold on. I got to reenact this. Do I have any? Give me 1 second. This is as good as I can get for you guys. Hold on. Is this good? Rhea, grab it. Rhea, you want it? Are you going to take it? You sure? You don't want to grab this, Rhea? I mean, it's right here. You sure? I mean, it's literally right here, Rhea. You don't want to grab? You sure? Here. Oh, no. Rhea's like, actually, yeah, give it to me. I'll take it. Give it to me. That was me. That was me reenacting the scene. Why the fuck was Dom Mysterio sitting there holding that kendo stick like it was his penis while Rhea Ripley seductively stalked him around the ring? This shit was dope and stupid at the same time. Like, dude, so are they not doing magic? I don't know what Judgment Day is now, because that seemed like some sort of mystical power, because why would you give the person on the other side who is literally attacking your team, why would you give her the kendo stick? What did you think she was? You could have not hit her with it. That's a choice you can make. But I know. Hey, fact. Hey, yo, fact. This is what I have mounted under my desk, so I have all this shit plugged up. But yeah, this is worse than a kendo stick. If they start bringing these out, motherfuckers go home with broken bones. Like, this shit is heavy duty right here. That shit was so funny. But he gave her the kendo stick for some fucking stupid reason. And then Edge and Rey Mysterio jumped all in the ring like they was about to jump Rhea Ripley. I was like, yeah, jump her ass. Equality, motherfucker. Didn't Edge literally just 5 minutes ago say, don't be a caveman, everybody wears the pants. She literally has on pants. Beat her ass. I don't get it. What's the problem? Then they get in the ring and they're patting him on the back. He's like, yeah, I didn't want to hit. They're like, yeah, good job on not hitting her. I'm like, nigga, she's been attacking y'all for weeks. What do you mean, good job? This bitch hit me, I'm hitting her back. Man, fuck this shit. I'm sick of 2022. Bitches out here assaulting dudes. That's just triggering to me. You know what I mean? It's like, out here assaulting dudes and just nobody's going to do anything, huh? It's just free reign because they're women. But I thought they were equal. I don't understand any of this shit or how it's supposed to work anymore. The world is about to burn. But that was a pretty hot open to the show. In my opinion, it was decent. They got the Judgment Day over it because Damian Priest, Finn Balor got a dub over two, veteran superstars who are really good in the ring, so it makes them look good. And it was, he kind of got the win because the ref is stupid, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, good to see them get a win going into the pay-per-view. This is much better booking than I think we would have got, under the old regime. What the chat talking about? Dave, what's cracking, man? I see Dave slide up in here. What's cracking? My dude, Dominic gonna turn on Ray? Yeah, I think that's inevitable. Ray need to turn on Dominic. I don't know why I always want to see Dominic get his ass whooped. I think everybody does. Somebody said he had a punchable face. Yeah, I think that's accurate. He just looks like a chump. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? He don't look like a pro wrestler. There's nothing intimidating about Dom Mysterio's face. He looks like an adult baby. He still has the same face he did when he first showed up on WWE. When he was like 8 years old or some shit, his face is exactly the same. The rest of his body grew, but his face didn't change. So that's the problem with Dom Mysterio. I don't know what it is, man. Do I remember Dick Johnson with the Sandman on WWE ECW with the kendo stick? I don't remember that. I am not. I was going to say I should check the. No, I am not Googling Dick Johnson. There's no way you're about to get me to do that. Sorry. But I don't need those issues in my life right now. I don't need to be seeing that. Let's see. What do we have after that? They showed some pictures of Dexter Lumis, and one thing was funny about them talking about this segment and showing the pictures of him was it was like, who let him in, and why didn't anybody say anything or see anything? Nobody knows where he took the Miz, and they show one picture where Dexter is dragging the Miz out, and there's literally a staff dude just holding the curtain open, looking right at him. I'm like, dude, you ain't want to stop him or do anything? You ain't want to say something? He was sitting there holding the curtain open for Dexter. You know what I mean? Like he was trying to make sure he had a way out. I was like, this motherfucker helping him. He's on the conspiracy. Arrest that motherfucker. Dude with the headset on, you gotta go see it. It was funny. But yeah, they showed Miz and Champa, a segment from earlier in the day. They showed Miz and Champa walking into the arena, and Kevin Patrick. Why'd I call him Kurt? We'll talk about that in a second. Kevin Patrick came in and ran in, and Champa, poor Champa, he's doing so great in this role, but he looks broken on the inside. He wearing that stupid fucking picture chain, man. Bring DIY back. Do something. I know they're not about to do that right now. They're going to do it eventually, but this ain't it for Ciampa, man. He's too good. And he's proven how good he is by how good he's doing in this role, even though you know he deserves and should be doing better. He is a full-blown lackey now to The Miz. that's almost as big of a joke as Daniel Bryan being a pupil or a student of the Miz during NXT. Like, it's just as laughable, in my opinion. Ciampa's way better than the Miz. And in sports entertainment, I ain't gonna say in sports entertainment, Miz fucking awesome. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I mean? He's a classic sports entertainer. He's great at his job. But Ciampa is Ciampa, man. Like, come on, man. He turned a belt into a whole person and made us. He didn't even have a theme song. He was so good. His theme song was "Fuck You, Ciampa." That's how good of a heel he is. You know what I mean? It's like, so, Miz just gets go away heat. Like, we tired of seeing you, bro. You ain't took a day off. You need to get injured. It's been 16 years. We get that's part of your thing. You wrestle safe, but motherfucker, get hurt. Go away for a year or two. I'm joking. But yeah, this segment was whatever. He's Patrick is trying to ask Miz about what happened. He's like, "Yo, what happened, man? You got dragged." And Miz is just like, "I don't want to talk about it." Ciampa's like, "He doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to talk about it." Miz is just like, "Man, I don't want to talk about it. Whatever happened, I don't want to talk about it." So he's just being real vague about what happened, making everybody believe that some weird, possibly sexual shit went on. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like me. You know what I mean? But then after that, we saw Raw Women's Champion walking backstage with Alexa Bliss and Asuka before a commercial. Then we had the what we have after that. We saw Leah and Raquel Rodriguez backstage after that. They say they will be the new champions later tonight. Depressing. Oh, man. All right. So I don't even want to talk about that because it was the main event. All right. I'm sorry. I just had a moment because I was so in shock last night, and we're not even on that segment. But let's talk about this 6-woman tag team match between Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and Bianca Belair. They were going up against 3 jobbers. I don't care what their names are. I have them right here. I'm not going to read them because we'll never see them again. So Bianca Belair was in the ring with one of these girls, and then she was doing some Bianca Belair stuff. So she basically just knocked them all out one at a time. One girl got in. She did a lockup and just shoved her down. The girl tagged out immediately. Then another girl came in. She I don't know what she did. She did something and she tagged out immediately. Then the other girl came in and the other girl kind of got some offense. It was like, wait a minute, who is this bitch? Why is she touching Bianca? Don't let her touch Bianca. It's the prize. Don't let her touch her. What are you doing? Hands off. But she was out there. She was out there whipping ass for about a minute and a half. I was like, okay, whoever you are, getting some reps. Oh man. And then Bianca took over and flipped over her and did the slapping her own butt. Okay. And then she tagged. I don't remember who. I think she tagged in Alexa first. I think she tagged in Asuka first. I'm pretty sure. Or was it? I don't fucking remember. I remember Alexa came in, did her little double flip. She switched it up though. I forget what this move is called, and it's fucked up because I have it on my WWE 2, my 2K character. Is the move where she flips over, does the knees, then does the front flip. But she did something different this time. She did like a, what do you call that? Where you just don't use your hands to do the front flip. I don't know what I'm lost for words trying to think of the name of that move right now, but she switched it up a little bit. It was cool. I like that move from Alexa. But anyways, Asuka came in, did her little move. She did her strike attack. That she nailed that bitch one time though. That first spinning back fist that Asuka did, she connected, and that shit look. That shit. Even Corey Gray was like, "Oh shit." He was like, "God damn, I think she might be out." Yeah. So. Obviously, do I need to tell y'all who won this match? Asuka, Alexa Bliss, and Bianca Belair won the match. I don't think that was in question at any point. Asuka won with, they called it the Asuka lock, but that wasn't the Asuka lock. The Asuka lock is like a headlock and an arm wrench or something, right? And Asuka did she did something else. It wasn't the Asuka lock, but, okay, he's not up. Yeah, so. It was what it was. They got the dub. It was a match. I can't say I enjoyed it that much, but it was a match. Then what we get after that? We saw the Miz and Champa again, because this is a night-long story that they were telling. The Miz, Adam Pearce walked up to him and he was like, "Yo, the Miz, you have to tell me what happened, bro, and we can get you some therapy, we can get you some help. What did Dexter Lumis do to you?" And Miz is like, "I don't want to talk about it." And Adam Pearce is like, "Bro, we can't do anything if you don't talk about it. That's why he went free, because you didn't press charges, you ain't doing nothing." So, and Miz is just like, "I don't want to talk about it." And then he's like, "You don't know what I've been through this last week. You put me in a match with Bobby Lashley, and it's not even a title match, blah, blah, blah." And then Adam Pearce is funny because he's really trying to get some info. He's like, what did you go through, Miz? Tell me what happened. He's like, "I don't want to talk about it." So he's really not trying to talk about it. So that's when Ciampa's like, "Leave." And Adam Pearce walked off. It was a pretty entertaining segment, both of the segments with the Miz and Ciampa up until that point. Then we had Kurt Angle make his way to the ring. Everybody went crazy. This was probably the first time the crowd went crazy. They would quickly get silent in one moment. Give me a second. But Kurt Angle came out, had his gold medals on. I thought I posted it. I be fucking up on doing shorts sometime. You got to keep the YouTube app open while you're posting a short, or because you could go to another app, then it won't post it. But I was trying to post something. I was like, why is Kurt Angle in his gear? Kurt Angle looks freshly tanned, looked like he just did a set in the gym, like he is ready to wrestle. What is about to happen? I'm nervous. Because it definitely looked like 100% he was coming out for a match. And I was like, oh, shit, this could get interesting. But he did not come out for a match. He came out to drink some milk. But anyways, he was immediately interrupted by Alpha Academy. They came out, and it was funny because obviously Chad Gable should have been Kurt Angle's son when they did that storyline. But, he feels like the new Kurt Angle. He is the current version of Kurt Angle, and they really wanted to. I think that was the idea behind the segment last night, was to show the world how close these two are, how similar these two are as far as their gimmicks. They're both, Olympic champions. They're both goofy and funny as hell, and they're both beast inside the ring. Like beast. Kurt was a beast, but Kurt's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I would put Kurt in my top 10 so easily. You know what I mean? Like he's close to being top 5 for me. You know what I mean? It's probably between him and like Undertaker or somebody like that for that 5th slot for me. But Kurt's always been up there. So him and Angle were going back and forth, and he was telling Kurt to shush. Then Kurt told him to shush. They're going back and forth. Shush, 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 shush. It was one of those hilarious Kurt Angle segments, and it showed you how much Chad Gable has to offer as far as being a sports entertainer. It was perfectly set up. I enjoyed this segment a lot with these guys until it was also funny because the crowd was like booing Chad Gable, and he was like, yo, you guys should be nicer. There's an Olympic gold medalist in the ring, or an Olympic hero in the ring, and Kurt Angle. I was like, that was a good one. That was a good one. But Kurt, even Kurt laughed when he heard that shit. But that's when the Street Profits came out and blew my entire night. It wasn't the worst thing on the show, but Street Profits came out, and I don't know if Montez Ford had a stroke in the back and he came out and cut this promo, but Lord, that was bad. I can't even recall exactly what he said, but it was so bad. He was rhyming the lines, and he wasn't even like rapping. He was just like talking, but in rhyme, like The Rock used. I don't even know did The Rock even do that? I think he did that when he was doing his songs, but not like cutting a promo. And if he did, it was delivered so much better than what he did. Like, because the lines weren't clever. It was nothing cool. It was just corny as fuck. And the crowd immediately died. The crowd immediately died. They wanted to boo Montez so bad. You can hear the crowd go, boo, we're not supposed to be booing him. He's helping Kurt. So it was Uh-oh. Uh-oh, somebody's awake. All right, we're going to get through it. I might have to pause for the calls in 1 second and go get my son. But we will see. Let me see if he's getting all the way up. But yeah, so he that promo was just bad, man. It was so bad. It was so bad. And, Dawkins came in there and they all got Kurt Angle to do the whole "it's true, it's damn true" thing, which is #1 catchphrase. So it was a cool little moment. I loved everything about this segment except for that promo. That was terrible. Montez has the best waves in wrestling history. That's a fact. He got them T-Rav waves. He got them T-Rav waves for sure. Let's see what happened after that. Oh yeah, we had a match. Almost forgot about that. Yeah, we had a match between the Alpha Academy and Street Profits, and there was a stipulation because when the Street Profits challenged Alpha Academy to a fight, they were like, "We'll fight you guys. We'll have a match, but if we win, then Kurt Angle has to be our servant and do whatever we say." They ain't even put a timestamp on it. I was like, "For how long, motherfucker? For life? Fuck that!" Like, and Kurt Angle like, "All right, cool." Montez was like, "Is it cool if we do what we do?" I was like, "Man, shut the fuck up tonight. I don't want to hear nothing else from you tonight, Montez. It's not your night. It's not a good night for you, bro. Just." Just stop. Like, oh my God, man, you like people putting you up here, and all it takes is a couple of those to like have people like, he's a mid-carder, keep him in the tag team. You know what I mean? It's like shit, bro. You know what I mean? Sometimes the shit can be too much. You know what I mean? It just looks so exaggerated that it seems fake. So and when they're actually pretty authentic guys, like as far as their characters and everything, but it's just sometimes Montez goes over the top, especially last night rhyming and shit. But after that, we had they announced that Edge and Rey Mysterio are gonna take on Finn Balor and Damian Priest at the pay-per-view on Saturday, which should be fun. We will be doing a watch along for that, so lock in with Wild Nation this Saturday. I'm not sure what time it is. I'm pretty sure it's in the afternoon sometime, so probably like noon or 1 o'clock or some crazy shit, but we'll see. Let's see. Then we had the match. The match was good. Montez ended up winning with a frog splash. I mean, what do you want me to say? There was a couple fire moves. Obviously, Gable doing his thing. There was a time. There was one moment where I think Dawkins threw Gable up in the air, and Montez caught him and hit him with a suplex. I was like, okay, they doing fancy shit now. I like this. There was a spot where Dawkins got to do his where he got to do all his moves, in succession, and hit what do they call the move that I love since the first time he did it? They call it the silencer. That's what Corey calls it now. He calls it the silencer. So he hit the silencer for a 2 count, though. There was a lot of good near falls in the match. Really good match. Best match of the night, in my opinion, not even close. There was, some DDTs. There was some action outside the ring. At one point, Otis got fucking launched over the announce table. I know that's crazy because it's Otis, but yeah, he got knocked over the announce table or whatever. Was that after the match? I can't actually remember, but yeah, he got knocked over the announce table, and that's when they were able to pin Chad Gable, get the frog splash on him or whatever. So was what it was. Good match, man. I enjoyed it. Chad Gable, please stop doing the flying headbutt. Have we not learned our lesson about that move? Like, I don't understand why people still do the flying headbutt. Like, people have actually went insane from doing that move. People have actually gotten concussions and damaged their necks and their spinal cord. Why are you doing the diving headbutt? It's not even a cool move. It just looks like you're doing a face plant from the top rope. Who are you hurting? You're headbutting him in the shoulder? Who's that hurting? It's hurting you way more. You can ram your head into my shoulder right now, and I guarantee it will hurt a lot less than me jumping off the top rope and splatting onto the fucking canvas. Like, I don't understand how that's a smart move or a logical move No, it's stupid, and it's dangerous in real life. Stop doing that shit. I hate seeing that move, honestly. I don't care if it's Bryan Daniels. I don't care who doing it. I hate that move. Anyway, Street Profits got the dub, like I said. After that, they celebrated with Kurt Angle, and they had red Solo cups and gave him one. And apparently, it was vodka because it was a clear liquid. It was water. And he spit out the water everywhere, all over everybody. And apparently, it was too spicy. Should have got some Casamigos. But anyway, I'm not getting paid by them. Why did I just plug them on? But yeah, he pulled out. That's when he went to his cooler, which miraculously, magically, was just at the announce desk. I don't know how I got there. It was there, and he got a bunch of milk out, threw some in the crowd, drank some with the Street Profits, blah blah blah. Kurt Angle shit, all that shit was awesome. I can't even. Well, everything they did was awesome. Everything with the Alpha Academy and Kurt Angle and the Street Profits was good, except for Montez's promo part. That was the only thing that sucked from this whole segment. So, moving on from that. Oh yeah, and I totally forgot to mention earlier in the night they showed Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle fighting in the parking lot. That was cool. We got to talk about that more later. I can't wait to get to that. But yeah, I'll be back 1 second, guys. Let me go check on my kid. Give me 1 second.
Woo! To be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo, right here, I'm the man. Woo!
All right, we back. Where was I? Appreciate you guys locking in with me, man. What's going on, Tribe Nation? Thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate you sliding through, hanging out with the crew, man. Wild Nation was good. Let me check on the chat before we get back into it. He said YouTube. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. YouTube it. That's safer. Thank you, Gruss. That's a lot safer. The Miz needs to sue for an unsafe work environment. Facts. Well, he can't because he won't talk about it. He won't talk about what's unsafe. And maybe Dexter Lumis took him out and bought him cupcakes, and he went home. Maybe he just doesn't want to talk about it because he has such an amazing time. With Michael Cole and Heinrich years ago, I don't know. Oscar was supposed to lay in thick on the jobbers. They got to pay their dues. Facts. Was she hitting them with the acolytes? Is like they must have disrespected somebody backstage. I'm a boy. Yo, you wild, man. I thought Shelton was going to come out in his old Team Angle gear too. That would have been cool, actually. That would have actually been cool, but it would have made 0 cents. Absolutely 0. Yeah, so Kurt with the milk pop me. Yeah, I enjoyed that, man. I definitely enjoyed Kurt having the milk, man. So, all right, let's get right back into it, man. They showed some Pittsburgh Steelers ringside. Do I have any of them on my I've done 3 fantasy drafts. I don't think I got no Steelers on the squad. I didn't get Najee Harris or anybody like that. There's really nobody else on the team I would want to draft. But my draft grades were like C's and B minuses. I was like, oh, man, I drafted great, man. We'll see. trying to win a lot of money this year. But what happened? Oh yeah, they showed Seth. That's when they showed Seth and Riddle brawling in the parking lot or whatever. Then they said that we're gonna have a sit-down interview with Chad Gable and why'd I say Chad Gable? We're gonna have a sit-down interview with Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. What? What'd you call him? What'd you call them? Did you say Matt Riddle? He has two names? Wait a minute. Did you call him Seth Rollins? Wait a minute. He doesn't have a middle name anymore? His middle name's not Freaking? Wait a minute. What happened? What's going on? Wait a minute. Why are things so good again? Why is everything starting to make sense all of a sudden? That was probably the thing that popped me the most at first. Like, yo, he got his name back. That was like the first thing I noticed when I was watching the show. Like, oh, shit. He's Matt Riddle again. I didn't notice the Seth freaking Rollins thing. I thought about it later, but, you know, his name's always been Seth Rollins. I never call him Seth freaking Rollins anyway. But Riddle, going back to Matt Riddle, which is an actual name. I tried to Google a picture of Riddle, and I just typed in Riddle, and guess what popped up? A bunch of fucking JPEGs of Riddles. I was so mad. I really had to type in Matt Riddle WWE. Like, come on, man. I ain't got to do that for Bobby Lashley or Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar. I type their name and pictures pop up. Like, what the fuck? Riddle. Of course his picture ain't gonna fucking pop up. He's so far down on the search engine. There's a history. American history is full of riddles throughout the millennia. He's so far. Google search engine ain't popping up Matt Riddle when you just type in the word Riddle. So, I'm glad they changed his fucking name back. It was a terrible fucking decision in the first place. But this got messy. This got messy because clearly these dudes hate each other, not in real life. I don't think. This could be, I don't know. I just don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Like, there's one more thing that Seth could have said that I'm really glad he didn't say, because that would have been going way too far. But I think he already went way too far. But what'd he say? Graves, was like, yo, how's it been? He has Riddle, or did he? I don't know if he has one of them. How's it been? No, he did ask Riddle how he feels about Seth targeting him and all that. Seth's like, whoa. I ain't targeting him. This dude's been a thorn in my side since Money in the Bank, I think it was. He said, he's like, he's been all over me or whatever. Riddle said some stuff. He said some stupid line. I don't even remember. He's like, you're not the man in your household. Your wife is, or some stupid shit. He did say something cool about how Cody just start listing off people that Seth has been losing to, because Seth has been losing a lot of big matches. He lost 3 in a row to Cody Rhodes. At one of them, he only had one arm. So Riddle kind of brought that up in just or whatever. And yeah, they were just going at it. It was an intense, very intense promo between these two. But apparently, when the cameras went off, the cameras were still on. We just went to commercial. And when we came back from commercial, holy hell. They just put up I guess they never do this, but I guess since this was so insane, they felt like they had to. Because during the commercial break, as soon as they cut to commercial, basically, Seth was like, yo, Riddle. Yo, Riddle, you still there? He said it's so calm, too. It's disturbing how calm and he executed these lines. It's like, yo, Riddle, you still there? Riddle was like, yeah, I'm here, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, you want to talk about families? Talk about my wife? Well, your wife left you and took the kids because you're a bitch-ass motherfucker. He said because she don't want to be with your bitch ass or because they hate your bitch ass. I was like, no, you can't do that. You can't bring, is Matt Riddle not sensitive? Like Seth couldn't have done that with me. Clearly that was an approved line because they wouldn't have aired it like as part of the storyline. That wasn't. Riddle's response was so genuine. It's how you would respond if somebody said something like that to you. He's just like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up. Where you at? He's like, where you at? I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. You know what I mean? He's like, he complete all that happy, goofy, funny, high dude shit went out the window. And he was like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, I'm gonna smash your fucking face in. And they were bleeping out all the F-bombs. I was like, oh, so this is what they meant by no longer PG. You can just bleep out everything, though. It's still PG. It's cool. But, yeah, this segment was fire, yo. This segment was fire. But it's crossing the line for me. You know what I mean? Bringing in especially stuff like that, like a broken home, your kids actually not fucking with you, and your wife leaving you and taking the kids. That's too much, yo. Especially because it's fucking true. That's actually what happened. You know what I mean? So you can't. I don't know. Maybe Riddle's just like a stoner and just doesn't give a fuck, and he's just smiling all the time. So he's like, yeah, it's probably his fucking idea. He's like, bro, just, say something about my wife and kids leaving me, bro. They just say they hate me and they left me, and it'll be funny, man. We'll smoke a joint later. Riddle don't care, but that was, you want to start a blood feud from something that was just kind of two guys having a match that you knew was going to be really good. This is how you do it. I hate Seth Rollins now. You know what I mean? It's like, I ain't gonna even get into my situation, but that was triggering, you know what I mean, for Seth to say something like that. So it's just like, whoo. That is not okay. You know what I mean? But he said it, and he's like, bitch, when he just kept calling him a bitch. He's like, where I am, bitch. It was like Seth just took a trip to the hood and came to Monday Night Raw like fresh new Seth. It was still wearing the shiny suits, so maybe he was in Manhattan, you know what I mean, with Diddy or something, but he was definitely out in the shiny suit, you know what I mean, talking all this gangster shit, but it was what it was. The Locks did it, you know what I mean? So Seth can do it, I guess. But yeah, this shit got, facts, KGM, this shit got super intense really fucking quick. The fight in the parking lot was pretty dope. I like how they had it from a fan's perspective, the fan like watching it develop, like, oh shit, what's about to happen, blah blah blah. That was it added a little realism, because if you just got a WWE staff member filming the parking lot, it's like, why is he there? So it made a lot of sense to have it from a fan perspective or just a random person's perspective. I actually like that cohesiveness and production. That's smart production, in my opinion. But Seth about to lose another match, right? Seth is about to lose another big match, because it ain't no way somebody about to say something like that to me and then walk out of the building once we're in the ring together. It ain't happening. You're literally not walking. I'm breaking your legs. You know what I mean? Then you could think about all those funny ha-ha jokes that you said on Monday Night Raw while you sitting recovering with 2 broken knees, because you're not getting away with that. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Like, it's going to be what they call it, AOP. You know what I mean? And not the group. You know what I mean? Accidentally on purpose. If you don't know what AOP is, accidentally on purpose, that's when wrestlers who are trying to take other wrestler spots, or who just got heat with other wrestlers, they go in the ring and accidentally injure their partner, their opponent. That's what it would be. But it wouldn't be such an accident. I think it would just be the on purpose part. Because I'm trying to injure this motherfucker. That shit was not funny. It was not. Seth didn't deliver it like it was a joke. Let me be clear. It was not a ha, I'm telling a joke. It was like, no, your wife took the kids and left you because you're a bitch-ass motherfucker and nobody likes you. Like, Riddle's like, where are you? He's like, come find me, bitch. You know where I am. Fuck you. So it's pretty intense, man. I don't know where they going to go from here, but I know they go into Cardiff. And this is the go-home show for Cardiff. We ain't got another week. There was the go-home show. So that was the perfect go-home angle. Perfect go-home angle. Sorry, guys. 1 second. So funny. Watch he takes his action figures and dunks them in his basketball hoop. It's hilarious. But after that, we saw the Miz and Champa backstage again, and the Miz is being distracted by a security guard that kind of looked like Dexter Loomis. I guess he didn't, but okay. But when he turned, it was just, regular guy. He was just seeing things all night. It was really weird. I don't think it was Dexter Loomis unless I missed something as well. But then they did a little clip of Bad Bunny winning Artist of the Year at the VMAs. He's on fire. Bad Bunny's killing it. Yeah, so yeah, that promo, man. That promo. I had to change the thumbnail just because this was the moment of the night for me. Facts. You know what I mean? Both guys need the win. They both been losing a lot before Triple H took over. That's facts. Well, Riddle was tag team champ. He was winning a lot when Randy was around. Like, let's be clear. Riddle was winning all the time. He had a great run with Randy Orton. But Seth has been losing big matches. You know what I mean? Seth has been losing big matches. He lost 3 against one guy. So it's just like Riddle losing to Roman Reigns. Everybody lost to Roman Reigns. That's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? But Seth taking 3 L's to the new guy is just kind of, Seth got to get back on track, man. So Seth needs to win more, but how you going to have him win after saying shit like that? I don't know, man. I don't know. Riddle had a Will Smith moment and keep my family's name out your mouth. He did. He definitely would have smacked the shit out of Seth if he was in front of him. It would definitely been a nice little Will Smith smack. Orton been gone for a while. Yeah, Orton gone, man. He chilling, man. He old man, family man. You know what I mean? He'll be back better than ever. You know what I mean? It's good to take breaks when you're not injured. You actually get to go on vacation instead of having to recover from an injury at home or some shit. So, I'm not mad that Randy's taking a break. You know what I mean? He probably suffering from some burnout and all those different things. Want to be a dad, you know what I mean? Got his hot wife over there. I ain't mad at him taking a break. It was kind of an odd time to take a break because him and Riddle were literally on fire, the hottest act in WWE at the time. So it was kind of an odd time to take a break, but you know what I mean? Man want to take a break, man want to take a break. Okay, I got to respect it. Orton returns and takes out Riddle so Seth gets the win. Hell no. Hell no. There ain't no way Randy's coming back as a heel. There ain't no way. Ain't no way. And he's way better as a heel, but clearly he's really, really good as being a babyface too. I think he should rejoin Riddle, if anything. RK Bro is, like I said, the hottest thing in pro wrestling for a minute. Unless they're going to get away from the whole high Riddle thing and, him telling weed jokes all the time, which very well could be the case. But let me get through this show, man. After that, we came back from break to see a non-title match, but it's not a championship contenders match. Very, very important distinction. Not a championship contenders match. A burnout. I didn't even see what I did there, but I do now. What's up, Q, the content guy? Thanks for stopping through, my guy. Randy is out because of injury. Something with his back. Oh, they haven't really been playing that up. So, okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense then. If he has a back injury, take all the time you need to rest that shit up because it ain't no recovering from that. Oh, hold on. I got a crying baby. Give me 1 second. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You want to come finish the show with me? Yeah, you want to finish the show with Daddy? You want to finish the show with Daddy? Yeah? Okay, you can help me. Come on. Help Dad finish the show. Say what's up, guys. Say what's up, guys. Say it's Baby HD in the building. Baby HD in the building. Daddy gotta get you some headphones too, okay? This is Linux, everybody. Most of you guys already know that. But yeah, so I guess we're gonna get a more serious Riddle now. Obviously, I gotta stop cursing now. We are now a PG show, just like that. But we had Lashley and the Miz going up against each other, man. This was like I said, a non-title match, but not a championship contenders match. I don't know if we're gonna get that. No championships contenders match, because that doesn't make any sense, right? That doesn't make any sense. That's right. So these two went at it. This was more of an angle match. This is kind of like they were telling a story, right? They wanted to make the Miz look scared. It's like when Daddy played peekaboo and you don't know who's there. That's kind of how Dexter Lumis was. Miz was just like seeing Dexter Lumis in everybody every time he looks him, or he would lean up against the barricade on the outside. He'd be like, "Oh, is Dexter behind me?" Because he just came out of nowhere and snatched him up last week. So it was kind of dope, man. I got some on that. I definitely wanted to mention that, KGM. That's facts. but yeah, man. So I thought it was really entertainment. Ciampa was getting super annoyed with the Miz because he's like, "Yo, focus on the match. Focus on the match." Ciampa trying to help Miz cheat and everything, and Miz just can't execute anything because he thinks Dexter Lumis is lurking in the shadows somewhere. Did Dexter come out and try to kidnap him? He did, huh? But yeah, so it was funny. I like the finish, how the finish happened. At some point, the Miz looked like he was gonna win, or it looked like he could have won, but that he got distracted one more time, and that allowed, or Ciampa tried to interfere by dragging the Miz out the ring when he was about to get speared. It looked like, the Miz might recover and get a dub after that, but Lashley got the upper hand because the Miz was so distracted, and he hit him with a power choke slam, power slam. It looked like he got him. He didn't know what he was gonna do when he got him up and just threw him down. But then he slid him in the hurt lock at one point and got the 1, 2, 3. So it's a good match, man. I enjoyed it. But then we actually saw Dexter Lumis. This was when commentary failed the night. This was commentary. This is the first fail on commentary. So we all saw Dexter Lumis, right? I saw him. Did you see him, son? You were asleep at that point, I think. Yeah, you went to bed like 9 o'clock. So I think you missed this. Don't pull that off. That's a $500 mic, son. You don't do that. But we all saw Dexter Lumis, right? I saw him. You saw him. The Miz saw him. Everybody saw him. So why the heck did Corey Graves not see him? Corey Graves trying to play. Ouch. I just got assaulted. Corey Graves was right there, and he saw him just like everybody else and on TV and everything. You want to get out? Okay. Don't be into stuff. Don't be into stuff. We about to eat lunch. Peanut butter and jelly? PBJ? Oh, that's why you came in here. This is why he really came in here. This is peanut butter crackers? We gotta have something besides peanut butter and jelly. You already eating peanut butter crackers. My pride and joy, man. Love that little boy. But yeah, so it was cool. But yeah, we saw Dexter Lumis. Everybody saw Dexter Lumis. He was clearly in the stands. The entire crowd turned around. The Miz was looking horrified, terrified, like, "Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared." And is he leaving? Come here. Stay here with Daddy and Woodson. Sorry, this show is all over the place today. Daddy duty calls, but you know what it is. So yeah, we all saw Dexter Lumis, and Corey Graves is like, why's the Miz so scared? What did he see? I'm like, bro, there was a spotlight. WWE literally put a spotlight on him. What do you mean? What did he see? There was a spotlight. We all saw it. What are you talking about? I see Dexter Lumis right there. He's no longer there, but he was there. Everyone saw it. What are you talking about? Were you the only person in the building that didn't see Dexter Lumis up there? It was so annoying. I was annoyed by Corey Graves for that, man. I was like, all right, bro, you weren't even looking. You were just reading straight off the script. Or somebody told you what was supposed to happen and it didn't make any sense and you still went with it. I don't know, but that was annoying. It was like Miz was supposed to be seeing things or something, but it was clearly everyone saw Dexter Lumis. Corey Graves, the only one that didn't see him. So whatever. Bobby Lashley got the win. It wasn't a title match anyway, but anyways, it was what it was. Then we saw a backstage segment that really popped me. I really enjoyed this backstage segment with Edge and Kurt Angle. If you know the history of these two guys, they used to kind of be a team, but they trolled each other all the time. Edge and Christian and Kurt Angle, they used to always do skits together. They were hilarious skits. Edge and Kurt Angle had great matches, not to mention. So, yeah, they did a backstage skit one time where Edge was really trolling Kurt Angle like he was being his friend or whatever, but he was handing him signs. You guys remember the skit. Well, they just replayed that last night. They did the same thing, basically, just updated a little bit, like you still suck on the last card. So it was pretty funny, man. It was pretty funny. I enjoyed it. The Mysterios were back there, and they were laughing, and that's when we transitioned into Dom and Ray having a conversation, and Dom being like, so, Pops, so I thought this was supposed to be like a family thing, and you just kind of excluded me, and, you know, I've been the one kind of taking the ass whooping, so why did I not get put in the match? And then his dad's, Ray's like, you know, I just needed that experience by my side, son. I still love you, though. You understand, right? And Dom clearly did not understand. What came out of his mouth was not what he was clearly portraying at the moment, because he was like, yeah, I understand that. It's cool. You needed that experience, right? I get it. It's cool. It's cool. Nah. It's okay. I'm fine. I am fine. It's okay. No, I'm not crying. Nope. Those aren't tears. Nope. It's just sweating. Just really hot in here. So that's what Dominic did, is terrible acting. And yeah, it was what it was. He's clearly going to turn on his father and join the Judgment Day. That's clearly what's going to happen. He literally gave his penis, the kendo stick, to Rhea Ripley for no reason. He clearly did that. So whatever. After that, we had the Usos and Sami Zayn come out next. This was hilarious because watching Sami dance to the Usos music is a joy to my soul. It just is. Sami got rhythm. You know what I mean? He danced like a white guy, but he got rhythm. You know what I mean? So it's like, he looks cool while he's doing it. You know what I mean? Sami can bop. You know what I mean? Sami get his bop. He do the handshake with. I feel like Sami might be black on some real. I feel like Sami might be mixed at the very least. I'm starting to get that vibe. He do the handshake too well. He got too much rhythm when he doing his bops. You know what I mean? He know cool slang. Like, hey man, I think Sami might be a brother, low key. We gotta figure out this red hair situation, how that happened. But but I don't know. It was awesome segment. He came out and basically was like, you know, son, you trying to raise my desk up. Mr. Mischief over here. But yeah, so they came out and basically put over Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, 730 days coming soon, about to celebrate 2 years on Friday, which is crazy. That's insane in itself. And you know, so they were interrupted, the Usos and Sami Zayn, by Kevin Owens. You saw Kevin Owens' music hit, and things got really cool. This was my favorite. This is my overall favorite segment of the night. I don't know, but that Seth Rollins Riddle thing, that's gonna stick with me. That Seth Rollins and Riddle thing, I'm gonna remember that forever. You know what I mean? As far as a wrestling promo, that was crazy. Son, no, come from over there, no, come here, Munchkin. Get wrapped up in the cables. But yeah, so they were putting over Roman Reigns or whatever, his title reign and all that good stuff. Then Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens came out and is basically calling out Sami Zayn for, you know, basically being what you want to call it, like a lackey, or for lack of a better term, a lackey for lack of a better term. It's terrible English. But you know, he's like, yo, man, you don't see what they're doing? You know what I mean? It's embarrassing. I didn't think you can get more stupider than when you grew out that dumb red hair of yours. You know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty funny. Okay. Here, We about to eat lunch. You can't just have crackers for lunch. That's not a lunch. You gotta have some protein. Well, I guess it's got peanut butter in it. He's got some protein. But yeah, so Kevin Owens just calling out Sami Zayn on all his BS. And Sammy's like, wait a minute, man. What you don't understand, bruh, you know what I mean, is that Roman Reigns don't owe nobody nothing. And Kevin Owens is just being, fight Owens fight. He's like, I want problems. So he gets in the ring. It's 3-on-1. He's on his Drew McIntyre stuff. He don't care. He crazy. So he go in the ring and face off with all three of them or whatever. And Sami Zayn is trying to keep the peace. He's just like, yo, Kevin, I'm trying to hold these guys back, man. I'm not trying to see this happen. So can we just chill? You know what I mean? And it was funny at one point, the Usos like, yo, this your boy? This your boy? He like, yeah, technically, yeah. Kevin's like, yo, yeah, am I your boy, Sammy? He's just instigating it the whole time, man. This segment was so damn good. Sami Zayn is a treasure to pro wrestling. So is Kevin Owens and the Usos. Let's not slight them because Kevin Owens is a genius. The Usos are geniuses. Like Jey and Jimmy's facial expressions and how they treat Sami Zayn completely different. Jimmy is just smiling, always, being goofy. He got a handshake with Sami. And Jey looks like he is going to snap at any moment. Like literally snap at any moment and just start beating Sami with chairs and tables. He's on edge all the time. I think he still got trauma from his relationship with Roman early on in the pandemic era. He's still suffering from trauma from that. So it was what it was. But these guys, you want to get back up? You want to get back up? Hope Daddy with the show. But these guys were going at it, and he faced off with, I think, Jimmy at one point is who he had the match against. Or no, it was Jey. He had the match against main event Jey Uso. Yeah, it was Jey Uso. It was Jey Uso. That's who he had the match against. So he had the match, and this was a fire match. I don't know what you expect from these two guys, two legends in the professional wrestling world. Jey Uso is great in the ring. Kevin Owens is great in the ring. You had Sami Zayn kind of like trying to stay out of it the entire time. He didn't really get involved at any point until at one point he kind of distracted Kevin Owens. He was kind of like talking to him like, I'm staying out of it, bro, and kind of like set Jey up for a suicida going outside the ring. You want some water? What do you do after that? Ah, there you go, my man. He's so smart, yo. Want some more? He's so smart. And also, don't forget, what's the shirt say? What's the shirt say? I get my looks from my dad. I get my looks from my dad. That's right. That's facts. Little twin. You got your own water. You drinking my water. That's grown-up water. So, yeah, Sami Zayn, and, trying to cause a distraction a little bit on the outside, but not really. Like I said, he set up Kevin Owens to get hit with a dive at one point, but that's as much as he really got involved in the match until there was also there was like a point in the match where there was like traded super kicks that I really liked. Like I think Jey missed the super kick, and then because Kevin Owens ducked it or something, and then, or it could have been reversed, and then they hit it. He hears me talking. He wants to be involved. He thinks I'm talking to him. So, he at one point was asked to do the deed. He was handed a chair, or they yelled at him to get a chair. I don't know how the ref didn't hear them screaming at him to get a chair. At any point, the ref did not hear them say, get a chair, go get the chair. I'm like, he's 5 feet away from you. You're talking really loud. He can hear you. But clearly he didn't because the ref is deaf. So Sammy went and got the chair. and they set Kevin Owens up on the ropes, and he was like, hit him with the chair, because Jey had the ref distracted, and Jimmy was like, hit him with the chair, and Sammy's like, I don't want to do it. I don't know if I should die. And then by the time he's sitting there thinking and pondering, the ref done turned back around and saw him holding the chair. The ref like, what you doing? Put the chair down. I thought he was going to kick him out, which is what he should have done. Like, he's about to interfere with a chair. Just kick him out. Like, if you turn your back again, he's just going to do it. So, but he didn't. He just made him put the chair down. And obviously Jey was furious. And then that's when, because Jimmy was furious, and Jey was too. He turned around like, yo, what the hell, man? And then when he turned back around, that's when Kevin Owens hit him with a stunner and got the 1-2-3. Really good match. Amazing storytelling. Best storytelling of the night. Don't do that, son. They can hear that. Best storytelling of the night for sure. And, I enjoyed it. I enjoy everything Sami Zayn does, man. I don't know. I mean, I do know what's going to happen now. They have to break him up from the Usos. They hate him even more now. Now Jimmy is going to hate him. Like, now Jimmy is going to be like, yo, what's good, man? You know what I mean? So, I feel like he's going to cost them the match at Cardiff, or he's going to be involved some way with Roman Reigns losing his title. And I'm with that. I'm 100% with that, because I want to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn back together as a tag team. They're the only people right now in the company that you could legitimately put together and have the Usos lose to. Because I don't believe the Usos should lose. There's no tag team that I believe beating the Usos right now. Not one. If you guys could think of a tag team that I'm not thinking of that could potentially beat the Usos and it actually make legitimate sense, because I'm pretty sure they've been tag champs for almost a year now. Maybe over a year for the SmackDown belts. I'm not really sure. And I love how they keep saying that Roman Reigns has been undisputed Universal Champion for over 2 years. It's not how that works. That's not a true statement at all. He just won the other belt. Like, he was Universal Champion for over a year. Then he won another belt more recently. So saying that he's been Universal Undisputed Champion for 2 years is false. Just like to point that out. But can Jimmy Uso travel to England? I would assume so. I don't think England is one of those places where you can't travel if you have a DUI. I think that's not everywhere. I think that's just in certain places. But I could be wrong. But maybe that's why they don't have a match set up. Because why wouldn't the Usos be fighting at Cardiff? Why wouldn't they already have a match set up? Yo, that's crazy. If Jimmy's really holding them back like that, and now they can't even travel abroad because of his issues, that's an issue. That's a real issue, right, son? Is that an issue? Is that a big deal? You rubbing peanut butter all over daddy's felt mouse pad? So, yeah, everything about this was good, man. I enjoyed this thoroughly. The match was good. The story was good. Kevin Owens is, co-MVP with Sami Zayn last night. And I can't give Rollins an MVP for what he said. That was disturbing. It was. I don't even know if it was entertaining. I don't know what it was. It was just shock value is what it was. After all that, we saw Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Sky backstage. Bayley said Bianca Belair has been holding the women down. She's like, no, you've been holding them back. And she's back to lift them up and give them somebody to look up to. Their role model has returned, blah, blah, blah. And then Dakota Kai and Io Sky. So I wanted to call her Dakota Sky. But they said some stuff, and they're going to be women's tag team champions later in the show. You got something to say? You want to say it? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? You want to say hi? Say hi. Good job. Yeah, you see everybody. Say hi. Oh, man. Good job. Okay, you can get out. Okay. Don't get tangled up. There you go. So I'm going to have to do just keep picking them up and putting them back down. dad life. But yeah, so they were Io Sky, Bailey's crew on them, said some stuff. Then it was funny because you saw the Miz in the parking lot, basically sprinting to his SUV, lightly sprinting to his SUV. Then Ciampa chased after him. The Miz assured, told him he was good. He was like, yo, I'm fine. And Kevin Patrick, once again, rolling up. But the Miz is like, I don't want to talk about it. And he gets in the car and drives off. And then we see Dexter Lumis kind of like in the back seat. But the Miz doesn't see him. So he's going to get kidnapped again. I wonder what's happening when this happens. I'm disturbed. What is going on with the Miz? Hey, Lennox. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, can you stop trying to open my safe, please? Thank you. Yeah, I can hear the buttons when you push them. They make a noise. Trying to steal daddy's money? I spend it all on you anyway. So yeah, that was the end of the Miz and Dexter Lumis stuff. I love this story with the Miz and Dexter. I ain't gonna lie. Everything about it is entertaining. Miz is doing a good job at acting too. He's an actor, so it makes sense. Then we saw Gargano do a sit-down interview. Not a sit-down. Yeah, I guess it's a sit-down interview, but it was in the arena, in an empty arena. So he was just sitting down being interviewed by somebody, and then that's when Austin Theory came up and was like, because he was putting over Austin Theory, honestly. They was like, yo, so what do you think about Austin stepping up to you? He's like, man, I love that guy, man. I've seen him come up. I helped him. He's super talented, you know what I mean? We had a great thing going in NXT. I think Johnny forgot he was a heel when they were together, but anyways, we're just going to scratch over that. But he was like, yeah, some people just, success affects them differently. I was like, oh, like you when y'all were a team. Never mind. But that's when Theory walked up, and Theory was like, yeah, man. Johnny was like, yeah, he ain't even call me when I had the baby. And that's right when Austin walked up like, yo, man, you ain't call me when I won the title or the Money in the Bank. So who's really the bad friend? So this was good. They kind of just talked some mess to each other. It looks like they're gonna have a real feud. So I'm looking forward to it. These guys are both, good in my book. So I like what they're doing with Theory since the whole Vince McMahon thing. He's not like being forced into matches with the top people. He's not in the main storyline. Like, he's going to have his own storyline with Johnny Gargano to be good. He could still threaten to cash in at any time or just make the cash in a surprise. Stop having him say, I could cash in at any moment. Like, just stop having him say that. Just have him walk around with the briefcase and have him do his feuds that he has with other people. Hey, no. Those terrible twos. Put it back. Bring the daddy. You gonna drop it on the floor. I said bring it to me. Anyways. Yeah, so after that, man, we had the moment of the night, ladies and gentlemen. And I say that very sarcastically. Because we're at the Women's Tag Team Championship Finals between Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Bailey and they were with Bailey, and they were going up against Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah, who under no circumstances or any situation that I think had a chance at winning this, because that's not the story we've been telling at all. It was very, 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 very predictable, so I understand ultimately why they did it. But sometimes predictable is okay, man. Sometimes just give us what we want to see. And this, for the long-term story, just didn't make a lot of sense to me. There's not a whole lot to say about the match except for this broad, Aaliyah, got hit with some double knees by Io Sky that completely missed her. Io need the steps. Let's be clear. First of all, she's adjusting her. So the camera's pointed dead at Aaliyah while she's trying to adjust herself on this ring steps to get in the perfect position. And then, hey, get out of there. You want your toys. So she's kind of just setting herself up on on the ring steps, and then Io hits her with double knees that didn't look like they hurt anybody but Io. She literally just ran her knees into the steps and put her vagina in that girl's face. So I was like, all right. Then she was out of the match. First of all, she was out. You could see her clearly, like, I'm done. And then all of a sudden, they cut the camera and then cut it back to her, and she's halfway under the ring, and Bayley's laughing at her, like, ha, 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 ha. I'm like, what the hell? What is going on? It was stupid. Like, she clearly can't be that hurt. Like, double knees to, like, she's done. Like, because once again, they did the same stupid thing they did last week and made her disappear while Raquel had to do 2-on-1. No. While Raquel had to do a 2-on-1 match, basically. But this time, she's fighting against better competition, so she got beat up a little bit. And then, you know, once it looked like they were going to roll, you know, they were going to beat Raquel, that's when she came, she got thrown into the corner or whatever. And Aaliyah jumped up, made a sneak tag, and jumped back off the apron. Like, their plan was to to be sneaky about the dub or whatever. So it worked because they got Raquel down for the 3 count. Not sure if she kicked. I think she kicked out. No, she just came in. They had her rolled up. Aaliyah came and rolled her up and got the 1, 2, 3. It was. We don't need these titles. We don't need them. Right. That's what I said, son. We don't need them. Yeah, we don't need them. It's pointless. I don't care about Raquel Gonzalez and Aaliyah being a tag team at all. Like, not even I'm trying to care. I like looking at Aaliyah. She's a beautiful girl. In ring, she's average at best. You know what I mean? Raquel is really good. I like Raquel Gonzalez in the ring, everything. Like, she's super talented. I think she should be, you know, she's not Jade Cargill. Don't get it twisted. Jade is beautiful, but she's you know, attractive young lady, big, strong. You know what I mean? She could be the Jade Cargill of the WWE. You know what I mean? They could put her in that position, have her just be the super powerhouse, strong woman of the women's division. She don't need to be in a tag team, especially with she's gonna be in a tag team. She's been with Dakota. You know what I mean? It's like they were a tag team. There's a story there they could retell. Like, it's just made no sense to me to give her the win, man. Give them the win. Aaliyah's not there yet, in my opinion. Raquel's character is just she smiles a lot. What is her character? What's her gimmick? She flexes her back and she smiles a lot. What is that? I don't. Then Bianca and Asuka and Alexa Bliss came out and, you know, celebrated with them. I'm not like, don't y'all want the tag titles? Why are y'all celebrating with them? Are y'all a team? Aren't Alexa and Asuka a team? Alexa, stop. I'm like, where'd that noise come from? I really gotta mute this thing when I talk about this girl. But yeah, this was so stupid. This was a bad decision. This was a terrible decision in my book, man. Son, what do you think? Was it a good decision? Good decision? No? I don't think it was that good of a decision either. But I'll show you guys the blunt ratings so I can get up out of here. These were the blunt ratings for last night's Monday Night Raw. Promos and backstage segments got a 3.5. Couldn't do nothing crazy. There was I enjoyed the Miz and the Dexter stuff. I really enjoyed the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn stuff. And I really enjoyed the Riddle and Seth stuff. Everything else I could have done without. There's a lot of video packages, a lot of stuff, but those 3 were pretty good, so I gave them a 3.5 of promos and backstage segments. Matches, there was one entertaining match. I mean, the tag match with Styles and Ziggler and these guys was good. The match with between Dawkins and Montez and the Alpha Academy was good. Nothing was phenomenal, no pun intended. Nothing was crazy though. You know what I mean? It's like nothing was crazy except for, you know, the singles match. No, son. You want to come back up? Okay. Want to finish the show with Daddy? You finish the show with Daddy? No, okay. He doesn't want that. You want some more Wawa? Yeah. You got crackers all over your face. You choking on water, man. All right. So, yeah, I gave matches 3.25. Like I said, storytelling 3.5. What do we give? How many did we give commentary? What's that? 4? You know how to say 4? 4? Say 4? He knows them. We working on it. And the crowd sucked. The crowd absolutely sucked last night. There was a lot of times during the show where they just died completely and they weren't hot at all. Like, it was a super whack crowd in Pittsburgh. It's like they were waiting on Britt Baker to show up or something. Like, they were hot for Kurt Angle, but then that was about it. They did the "You Suck" chants. They weren't even that loud when they did that. Like, it was, I don't know. That Pittsburgh crowd is, I think it's just, I think Britt Baker's the only one that's over in that town at this point. I'm handing you one. Why are you going to grab the other one? It's so goofy. So, yeah, man. Kurt Angle and Gable should be on the same team. Kurt Angle is retired and should stay retired. I know there's rumors he could do one more match. Don't do that, Kurt. I don't know, because that last match against Corbin was boo-boo. So maybe I wouldn't mind. And he was in phenomenal shape. Kurt still has a six-pack. Kurt is still jacked for a 50, 60-year-old man. Like, he got that Vince McMahon. I don't know if that's medicine or protein shakes. I don't know what he's doing, but Kurt Angle still looks amazing for his age. So good for him. You know what I mean? He looked like he was ready to wrestle last night. Straight up. So when he came out, I was like, oh, that man is jacked. He ready to go. He already lathered up and he ready to go. But the overall show got a 3.35. Still a silver blunt, barely a silver blunt show, but it was a silver blunt. I think the crowd held the show back a little bit. Some of the decision making wasn't the best. People watching this show back gonna be like, oh my God, the baby. It's cool watching it live because you get to see me stress out over it. Not stress out over it, but you know what I mean. Say, Dad loves it. Yeah. You want to hang out and stream with the guys some more? Or gals, I don't know who's all in here. Angle should be Gable's manager. Now, that makes more sense. That makes way more sense. He should be Alpha Academy's manager. Like, he should just be, because Alpha Academy should stay together. They shouldn't break them up. Not until they feud. Not unless you're going to have them have a feud. You know what I mean? Chad Gable versus Otis, and you breaking them up at that point. But they're a great team. They work. It gives Otis something to do, because I don't know if Otis would be over by himself, honestly. I don't know if there's any way that Otis could get over by himself. Maybe, but in a Triple H world where, unless, heavy machinery could reform, they could bring back Tucker or something, which I don't think they're going to do. They could, because Tucker was a Triple H thing. So they could bring back Tucker and restart heavy machinery at some point, but who knows, man? I don't know what they're going to do. But we're going to get up out of here, man. I got to go hang with my kid. He's being antsy. He's trying to feed my microphone crackers right now with peanut butter on them, because that's exactly what I want on the phone smelling for the next month until I get another foam cover for my mic. But that's it for today's show, guys. We might do a gaming stream later. I know there's news I need to catch up on, but I will be getting to that tomorrow. Yeah, because I'm being a dad right now, so we'll do the news when he's asleep tomorrow. So that's what I gotta do. I gotta do my videos around my son's nap schedule. But it is what it is. He woke up a little early today. Somebody gonna be sleepy for their second nap. Yeah. Can Dad have some? Can I have some? Can I have some? Thank you. I can have some more? Thank you. High five for Daddy. High five for Daddy. You gonna high five me with the cracker? High five for that. You gonna do fist bump? Fist bump? Yeah, my man. That's right. This kid's so smart, man. He's genius. Baby genius. Yeah, fist bump. Yeah, my man. My man. So smart. All right, y'all. That's it for the show, man. It's your boy, Mr. HD, with my co-host, Baby HD, the Cracker Destroyer. That didn't sound how I wanted it to sound. I take that. Oh, that didn't come out how I wanted to come out. You know what I mean? But I'm out of here, y'all. See y'all on the next one, man. Deuces.